What is up, guys? Justin Mechanic. Welcome back to another video. So today I kind of have a just a really quick video for you guys, a really short one, and it's basically just a shop update, what I got going on right now, what projects I'm working on, and yeah, some new stuff that I got that I've been buying and stuff like that for the projects that are coming up. So I thought I'd share with you guys, make a quick little video, and yeah, and kind of show you guys. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so if you guys remember last time in one of my previous videos, I had a situation where the hood did not come out as planned, and basically I started to try to figure out what the hell was going on with my setup. So basically, let me show you back here. So here is basically a filter that I had before. This is a Cobalt air filter. I don't know if you guys can see that. I know the camera's struggling to focus, but basically what ended up happening was that this filter ended up failing on me and was able to bypass a bunch of water and oil. So I ended up, and it wasn't even that old either, so I ended up returning the other one, and they actually ended up giving me store credit, so I was able to get another one. And basically, I know you guys can't see it in there. Well, maybe you guys can, I don't know, let me see. No. So anyway, this looks like polycarbonate. So polycarbonate plastic, this housing was cracked, and it was basically giving me a small air leak, but that wasn't really the whole problem. The whole problem with this filter, or the previous one that I had, not this one, this is a brand new one. Basically how they make these is this unit is already already made or casted or whatever, and then they'll go ahead and thread the ends on them. You see that? So they do the threading last. What ended up happening is they run a thread or a tap into this unit, and what ended up happening was that they ran the tap deep in there, and it actually cracked it right in the center, right in here. And basically what was happening was, or basically how this works is air, water, oil, whatever comes in here, and since the water is heavier, it's able to sit in this bowl, and the air will shoot back up into the outlet and then go to the rest of the hose. Well, this particular unit, when it failed, or the last unit, when it failed, since it had that crack, it was able to bypass going in and doing this little loop thing. It was able to go right through it, and that was what was causing my my fish eyes. All right, so oil and water were basically getting into my hose and causing fish eyes. So like I said, I replaced it, but I think I wanted to take a step further and make sure that my filtration system was better than this. So I went ahead and opted, yes, I know, it's a Central Pneumatic Harbor Freight special. It's a desiccant dryer with oil remover filter. Basically all the other units are pretty expensive. And from as far as some of the reviews I've been reading online, this probably has about a 3-star rating, maybe 3.5. Most people complained about the O-rings. I guess there's O-rings here, and they tend to leak. That was the most complaint that I saw, was the O-rings leak. Other than that, as far as filtering, I didn't see any issues with these, with this product. So I thought I'd give it a shot and maybe even do a review later on. But for the most part, it'll basically be a somewhat of a 3-stage filtration system. And then at the end of my hose reel, this little guy, I'll have a filter like this to try to combat any other remaining moisture. So anyway, so that's how I will be fighting the moisture issue, is with one of these little filters here. This is basically the last resort after the whole 3-stage filtration system, which is right here. So I got that going to try to reduce the fish eyes that I've been getting in a lot of my paint jobs. At least the last 2 paint jobs have come out with fish eyes, so I'm trying to remedy that. I'm still waiting on a basically one of those build your own nylon piping airline kit, and it's basically to make your own line without having to solder. So anyways, what I'm planning on doing with that whole little quick connect air supply line is I'm thinking of basically running a line from the air compressor behind the toolbox around this little corner here, and the line will, it's a nylon line, it'll probably stop around here, and then this filtration system will be mounted on the wall right there, and then it'll basically tee off. I'll have a drain right there, and then I'll have this hose reel that's right there, I'll have it mounted on the wall, and then that way I'll have the hose reel on the wall in the center of the garage, which will give me more access with the hose reel to be able to reach it all the way to the back of the garage. So if I need to fill up some tires or something like that, I could do that, and it'll free up some floor space. As you can see, I have a pump right there. I'll probably relocate that pump somewhere else so it's out of the way and all that. I also recently bought a heat gun for removing any decals. So I never had a heat gun, so I needed to buy one, so I ended up buying basically a cheap one. Any heat gun really works, so I ended up buying this Harbor Freight one. And I also ended up buying some new body hammers. These are snap-on body hammers, as you can see here, or maybe you can't see because the camera's not focusing. Some nice little hammers right here, and I ended up buying 2. I didn't buy the dollies because I already have the Harbor Freight dollies here. Alright, so a couple other things that I recently got that I think you guys will like. First couple things, I got a nice little mixing board. This is a Harbor Freight mixing board, pretty nice. Also got a nice little minigun that I'll probably end up doing a review on shortly. I'll probably use this for like small stuff. I have some small projects that I want to do too. Small painting stuff, little like arts and crafts. I'm thinking of getting into that just as a hobby, and posting some little paint job stuff for the channel for you guys. But anyway, that's for later. What I really wanted to show you is the paint finally came in from Eurochem. Alright, so here is the Eurochem paint. This is the Eurochem R81 Milano Red. This is the original color of the car. Obviously right now it looks freaking pink, but this is the original color that it came. So I got a gallon of the base, and then of course we have some medium reducer, then we have some 2K MS clear, and of course the urethane activator for the clear. And then Eurochem was nice enough to send me some supplies, 2 mixing cups, 2 mixing sticks, and some strainers. So I'm thinking of the first project that's going to get painted is going to be that bumper. That thing has been getting in my way every single time I come and work in the garage. I gotta like move it somewhere and all that, and I'm tired of really just looking at it on that side of the garage. So it's time for this thing to get painted. So I was thinking of doing like a how to paint a bumper, but I feel like all those videos are very repetitive. They're all over the internet already, and I feel like well, no one's really gonna get anything new out of that. So if you guys do want to see something like that, like how to paint a bumper, then let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do a video like that. Yeah, so anyway, so I think the first project that's going to end up getting painted with the Eurochem is going to be this bumper right here. Let me show you the rear bumper on the car. The bumper on the rear of the car, well, let me see if I can get a flashlight real quick. Hang on. Alright, so this is what the bumper looks on it right now. Now, it doesn't actually look that bad. It looks actually fairly nice. But until you get to this side, you can see that the paint is just complete garbage. Loss of adhesion. No primer. If you notice, the bumper's black right there. So basically no bumper, no primer. It doesn't even look like they scuffed it really. And then it's got a pretty decent crack right there, if you can see right there. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And then this lip with this terrible looking exhaust is all melted. It's screwed in, not molded in, and it just looks very, very bad, very, very tacky. So like I said, I think this is going to be the first thing that's going to get painted, is going to be this rear bumper. And then I got the heat gun so that I can take this emblem off right there. Sorry, I know I'm like shining the light in there, but I'm gonna take off the SI emblem. The thing with this emblem alone is like 40 to 50 bucks just for this little guy right here. So I want to try to salvage this emblem as much as possible. And also the side stickers here, you can see right here, the VTech ones, those I'm gonna have to buy new, but they are on there. So I got the heat gun so that I'm able to remove those side decals. They are a pain in my butt, but they need to be removed, and so that's why I got the heat gun. So those are all the little projects that I've been kind of dealing with right now, and I've been busy buying stuff for this project car, because honestly I didn't think this car was going to need that much work until you start getting into it, and yeah, it needed a lot of work. It is what it is at this point. I think I'm too far gone. I've already spent too much money, and it's all or nothing at this point now. It's like, hey, you wanted a project car? Well, here you go. This is a real project car. And yeah, so it's getting a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. But I think it'll be good for the channel. I think it's good, you know, learning experience for me. And if you guys could pick up some stuff along the way from videos that I do, then I think that kind of benefits everybody. It benefits you guys. It benefits me. I get the project car done. And then, you know, maybe take it to car shows or something. I don't know. Drive it around, enjoy it. And so yeah, those are little shop updates of mine, and supplies and stuff and things that I've been buying for the project car. And so yeah, I've been kind of short on funds. So I kind of just been working a lot of overtime trying to recoup some of the money so that I can able to buy this kind of stuff, because honestly, this is very expensive. Like I said, I didn't think that I was gonna end up spending this much, and hopefully I could still stay under the budget that I had for this car. And yeah, so like I said, the first thing that's going to be painted is this bumper right here. I'm tired of looking at it, and I think you guys are too. Anyway, guys, I might have couple more videos for you guys for like beginner DIYers that are just getting into painting and want to know a little bit more. I'm gonna have possibly a how to mix paint video, also a video on activators, different kinds of activators. What kind of activator do you use for different types of projects? Also, and maybe some painting on these guys right here on some parts. After this bumper gets painted, I'll probably end up starting on the hood. which is this guy right here, obviously. She's seen way better days, and honestly, she doesn't have that many dents. So probably the first things that are gonna get painted on this car are the rear bumper, the hood, and then the trunk and spoiler, and then probably the doors, door jambs, and then lastly, I'll end up painting the body of the car, the chassis of the car. Oh, and the fenders, sorry, and the fenders as well. So those are all things that are gonna take some time, but I think it'll make for a lot of videos and very interesting videos, and hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos. Anyway, once the kit comes in for the airline system, I'll be able to start putting that together, and then I'll be able to actually paint or start the process in painting. Right now I'm kind of stuck right now because I'm waiting for that line or that airline kit. They sent me one. They said it was a 3/8, but it was a 3/8 OD, and I needed 3/8 ID. And so when I got it, the hole in the line on the tube inside the nylon hose was like super tiny. I was like, this is not even 3/8, man. And so I ended up looking online, and they're like, oh yeah, it's OD, not ID. So then I measured the ID, and it was like a little over a 1/4 inch hose, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I ended up returning that on Amazon. Of course, everything is bought on Amazon these days, right? And so I ended up returning that kit, and then now I'm waiting for the 1/2 inch kit that's supposed to be coming in pretty soon, probably within a few days of making this video, and probably when you guys see this video, it's probably already going to be here. But that is at least 3/8 inside tube, or ID I should say. It's 3/8 ID or larger, and that's basically what I need to get started on painting. And so yeah, anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed a little quick update video on what's going on right now. And anyway, hopefully I'll start painting in the next hopefully few weeks. It is still a little bit cold right now. I'm thinking of maybe ordering another activator, fast activator, so that I'll be able to paint a couple parts here and there while it's still cold. And then once it starts transitioning into a little bit warmer weather, then I'll start using the medium activator to paint all the other little projects. And so anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Stay spraying, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.